friend called, but she didn't answer. They went to look for her. No sign of her near the wigs. But then, Xiaomei noticed something. Blood. A huge pool of it. And it was dripping down from the wig rack. Xiaomei turned on her phone light, followed the trail, and there it was. Yellowhair's head sitting on the rack. One of her eyes had been gouged out. Blood poured from the socket. Screaming, they bolted. But the shutter door was already down. Xiaomei pulled out the keys, her hands trembling, unable to find the lock. Asen grabbed the keys, managed to get it in. But just as she turned it, clack, something locked it from the other side. There was something out there. Panic set in. They looked for something to break the door. A wrench. But then they saw it. Nope, not doing this. I'm out, one of them cried. But it was too late. One girl tripped, fell, cracked her skull, and died instantly. The others swerved around the body and fled to the rooftop. But the roof, it was full of hanging hair. The wind picked up. The strands lifted, floating through the air, brushing against Asen's face. Hey, ah! She slipped and landed on the paper cutter. The steel spikes pierced her organs. She died instantly. Now only Xiaomei and Xiaomi were left. They dashed into a storage bus on the roof. It was airtight. No signal. Xiaomi stepped out to find reception. She barely shut the door and saw it. The ghost. A woman standing behind Xiaomei, hand outstretched, about to strangle her. Xiaomi slammed into the door, but it wouldn't open. She grabbed a fire extinguisher, smashed the lock, rushed inside, and saw Xiaomei locked inside the dryer. The heat was rising fast. Xiaomei cried for help, begged, but the machine wouldn't open. The temperature soared. Her nose started to bleed. Xiaomi panicked, charged the glass, but the next second, the heat spiked to 3,000 degrees. Next morning, Xiaomi woke up. The dryer was empty. She thought Xiaomei had been vaporized. Just then, voices outside. It was her parents. They had come to find her. Tears welled in her eyes. How would she explain Xiaomei's death? What's wrong, sweetie? Why are you crying? What happened? Why are you upset? And, where's Mei? Mei! She's right here, said her mom. But they didn't see Xiaomi at all. She suddenly realized they couldn't see her. She looked down, and there it was, a shard of glass, piercing her chest. From the explosion the night before, she had already died. Her knees buckled. She collapsed in despair, and across the room, Xiaomei stood up, smiling with satisfaction.